Thank you. Today and good afternoon. I would like to call to order this regular meeting of the Guam Educational Telecommunications Corporation, PBS Guam. Today is Thursday, September 26th. The time is 12:44 p.m. Please, as we go around the table, state your name and position. I'm Donovan Brooks, Chair.
Mariflor Herrero, Treasurer.
Judy Flores, Secretary.
Rosemary Clement, Member.
Ina Carrillo, GM.
Noreen Hernandez, Administrative Officer.
Thank you very much. You have the minutes of August 26th, August 29th in front of you. And you finished your review. I would seek a motion to approve.
We covered a lot of issues last month.
No kidding, huh?
Yeah.
Seeking a motion to approve.
I make a motion to approve the meeting on August 29th, 2024.
Motion, second.
I'll second.
This is a second for the minutes of August 29. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Thank you. The general manager's report to the board.
Before we
Yes,
start with that,
ma'am.
can I just play I just have a question for Ina. What about this gentleman that owns the rights to the PBS
Website, domain,
Did he agree?
he handed it over.
Good.
So we just took care of it.
So we are PBS one that also.
We also own Guam PBS now, guampbs.org, just in case.
Hey,
Very good.
Okay. So regarding administration, the big thing that happened was our financial audit contract. So last month, over the last month, or maybe 2 months, we've been up for renewal of our financial auditing service. So OPA had sent out the RFPs to. They published it, and anybody who was interested was able to submit a quote. Or not a quote, what was it? It's interest, right? RFP. Last month, Lorraine and I went to the OPA's office to unseal the bids. And there were 2 bids, one from Ernst & Young and one from Berger & Comer. We're just looking at my report.
I'm sorry.
This one? This one.
Yeah, just my report.
Okay.
Are you okay?
This one.
All right.
Oh, okay, all right, okay, sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry.
So the day before yesterday, Lorraine and I had another meeting with the OPA. There was a panel that convened with OPA, and they were able to review the bids and determine who was the winner of the bid, which was Ernst & Young. So Ernst & Young submitted their quote. And so day before yesterday, Lorraine and I had another meeting with OPA because they unsealed the quote for services, and I have them here. Next steps are negotiation, but I wanted to bring to the board because I'm almost shell-shocked. And I need the board's input before I go back into negotiations. So historically, just so you have some historical information, Ernst & Young was our auditor in the previous 3 years. They had the bid. It went up for bid. So last year, we weren't able to get the RFQs done with the OPA. They are the ones that do it, right? There was a bunch of reasons. We were short staff. It was timing. Our audit came late. It was a lot of things. So we had to just extend 1 year and deal with whatever price Ernst & Young charged us. But the previous years, starting in 2020, 2021, and 22, we paid $15,000, $15,000 and $15,500 for auditing service. If in the case we needed to have an additional audit, that unified guidance audit, that's for any grant over $750,000, it would be another $10,000 to $15,000, right? In fiscal year, September 2023, because we weren't able to do the RFQ with the OPA, their 1 year extension price was $30,000.
How did that happen?
Double.
Oh my God.
Huh?
At that point, we couldn't procure, right? OPA has to do the procurement, but there was a lot of different problems, and we couldn't do it, so we had to pay it. So this year, we got the bid. Ernst & Young submitted the bid, and they're trying to say that for our financial auditing services for 24 will be $39,000. 25 will be $39,800, and 26 would be $40,600. That is if you look at what we've paid from 2020 to 2022, it's like double, almost. It's a lot. In addition, we still have to pay for the uniform guidance audit, which would be necessary. So our audit actually would be like $51,000, $52,000, $53,000, and that's what we're looking at. I told OPA as soon as they showed me the number, that's not acceptable. We cannot, that increase it's too much of an increase, and I don't care what they have to say, even inflation, whatever. It's just not acceptable to increase, more than double, So anyway, I wanted to get feedback from the board before we went into negotiations, because if EY is not willing to negotiate, then we need to take some further steps and maybe go to the second bidder. But they sent us guidance yesterday. I need to go and read it, but I just want to get feedback from the board.
When OPA selects the initial bidder, it's based on, they rank the bidders in terms of
Qualifications.
So OPA ranked
Ernst
EY higher than.
slightly. Right. So there was a panel of five
It
judges.
was an 82 to an 80.
Yes, it was very, very close. But really, it was like three judges, and I feel like this rate is just not acceptable. Even the $30,000 we paid last time, but what could I do? We needed an auditor, and we couldn't procure one, so we had to just go with who we were with and have them extend 1 year. But for them to go from $15,500 to $30,000, I was already like, what the heck? But I thought maybe it's like, I don't know, sometimes you can have a rush fee or whatever, whatever.
Are they picking on us, or do you know any other a group
I've
that's
asked the
comparable,
I've asked the OPA for exactly that. Thomas is actually he's our manager, right? Our, what do you call him? He's our auditing
What does OPM mean?
Office of Public Auditor, Accountancy.
Now, I have a question here in your report where it says, proposed fee for an additional year of service, and then it says fiscal year September.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's going to be 2027.
Okay. Right.
It's for an additional year after the 26, if
needed.
If needed.
Extend them.
I think that this is just too much.
Well,
We have such a small budget, under 2 million.
as I recall, you were having so many issues
Yes.
with them.
Yes.
And they have the nerve to.
Well, I think, we made it very clear that in the language for the RFQ, we wanted to put in there that they must deliver the audit by whatever our deadline is. And if not, then they would face the CPB fine. Whatever they fine us would be like, just go pass through to them. And I know OPA was a little bit reluctant because, there's limited auditors and they didn't want to deter an auditor or a firm from submitting a bid. But I told them it doesn't matter. That is a requirement. We can't afford to pay these fines on our grants because we need every single dollar that we get. And so I don't know what the deal is. I asked OPA, I was like, can you give me a listing? I mean, I know it's all public information, but can you give me like some other agencies that
what I'd like to
have comparable budgets to ours? And so we can have, if you could tell me, if we can have comparable
Yeah.
auditing rates, right? There must be some standard besides, this, and I told him, I said, we're not DOA or GVB or something with unlimited amounts of buckets of money. We have such a we're the smallest agency, us, library, I don't know, energy office maybe.
Yeah.
This
So
is just
Who
ridiculous.
was the other bidder?
Burger and Comer.
Who are they from?
They're from Saipan or here?
No, from Guam.
From here.
What about
And they
Deloitte?
They were our
Deloitte
second
folded.
auditor.
But they were more expensive than Ernst &
We don't know the
We
price.
can't open their price yet.
They
No,
just,
no,
they
until-
submit the proposal and the panel rated them on qualifications.
Who is this panel?
It was a panel of,
From OPA, one outside.
I think,
CPA,
airport and one
from government.
one from
Are they accountants?
one from the airport and one from Hawaiian Rock.
Okay, so I don't understand.
So it's supposed to be an unbiased panel.
It says the auditors from OPA to unseal the price quote for Ernst & Young. So far, right now, we only have one
Because they're the winner.
bid.
They're the, so
How do we know that they're the winner if we don't see them?
No, the panel
No, the
selected
panel
them.
the
selected
most
EY.
qualified, and then from
Most
there.
qualified doesn't mean that they are the cheapest.
No, it doesn't
No.
matter what they're.
Doesn't matter.
So in this case, it doesn't matter if it's the cheapest. It's the most qualified, and then from there, the most qualified will give us their price, and we can try to negotiate with them.
Can
So-
we go and get an offer or a bid from somebody from off island?
We cannot. Everything has to happen from OPA, and I think they did try to request for quotes in
The
off
request
island
for
as well.
quotes goes out to it's on the OPA's website and our website. So OPA has a line of people, even off island, and we have a deadline to submit. So the only two that submitted was Berger and Comer and EY.
Nobody from off island submitted?
Nobody.
I'm sorry, what about Deloitte?
That they
Deloitte
closed. They closed, and I think EY kind of absorbed most of their staff and management. That
That's the
wanted-
reason why they are so expensive, because there's nobody else.
So there's no competition, basically,
Yeah,
right?
that's what I asked. I said, is this just because it's a monopoly? Like,
Yeah.
why is this price
Like
like?
they have a captive
why
audience.
is the increase so high? I mean, it's
like they're
it's a
getting-
professional. It's a professional
They're just-
service, and
They're just greedy. I mean, it's like they have you over a barrel, right? And
Well, we're going to negotiate. I just wanted to get feedback from the board before I go crazy,
sounds
and then
outrageous.
it's not represent
No, it sounds
a good
really
representation of the board.
You know, the Banco Guam has been for the last 4 or 5 years with accountants from off island, because
Yeah, I
they
hear
found the
that
same problem
a
that
lot
you
of
were saying.
a lot of the local banks, I think, are not using on. Yes, but okay. So I guess we will be moving forward.
Yeah.
From what I mean, we will be moving forward with negotiations, and
Friday's
if
our
they're
negotiation.
yes, it's Friday, and if they're not willing to negotiate, I think
I mean,
we
you
should
guys
be.
are welcome
We're willing to. We will
for the negotiation.
entertain like what the next steps are, right? The good thing is there was another one that submitted a bid, so I just have to check the guidance from OPA, but yeah, I'm not satisfied with this. And I told the OPA, I mean, I don't know if I overspoke, but I said I don't think my board will be comfortable entertaining any bids more than 10 or 15% of what we already paid in 2022.
But we have
Not last
no leverage except outrage.
That's my
I
problem.
mean, we can't say, well, I'm going to pick her because I like her better. I mean, we have.
Well, we could say it's just unaffordable for us. I mean, you know, I'm not comfortable spending $50,000 for an audit when the legislature only gives us $800,000 for our staff and CPB around the same. You know, I'm not going to pay that much for an audit. It's too much.
Okay.
I have a question. Is there a possibility of us knowing how much the other PBS organizations in the U.S.
Pay for audits?
comparable to our
I can
size?
ask them. Salaries? Yes, we can pull the reports.
Yeah, find out. We should know.
What they're paying for
the-
accounting
Yes,
services.
no, for audits. Audit
You mean
services.
it's-
Oh, audit service.
PBS.
Yeah, because this is an audit, it's not an accounting.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's an
It's
accounting
audit.
practice. It's an audit. It's part of accounting, yes?
Well, but
You
we
need an
have an
account-
No, Mary
accountant.
Flor, you're talking about a comparable small
Well, I
PBS,
want to
right?
know other PBS in the States of
How we can
comparable
find out
size
if
to
they-
ours.
You
GMs.
just, yeah. You would just
Yeah,
have to email them.
But the states is so big, there's
But
zillions
yeah,
of accounting
they're-
firms.
No, but but
Their
still is no
income,
reason
and
why.
They're much larger in,
Yeah, but even if it was a
we have,
comparable,
what, only 2 points?
comparable size, if there was such a thing,
Okay.
they're going to have more options because they're in the states, they can, and we can't use ones in the states,
No,
so.
but the point is that we need to have some point of reference
But at least GovGuam.
in order to know how much
Guam,
we are
yeah.
about
I would like
to
to know.
pay.
I would like to know what.
We would probably.
Okay. Everybody's talking. Let's kind of
We'll just
circle
probably
back.
find out local, but not.
We're going to let the general manager negotiate with the company that was first elected by OPA, and if that negotiation fails, then Ina will advise us what she thinks should be the next steps.
Yeah.
Everybody agree?
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Station media digitalization project. Don and I had a meeting with a representative from American Archives and the U.S. National Archives to discuss available archive grants for public media. And we are working to be included in a project that will fully fund the digitalization of all of our mass media assets, from reel-to-reel tapes to even our digital assets. This project will be entirely funded by the Library of Congress. So our archives project manager will be meeting with the Library of Congress Saturday, their Friday, to get a final approval. And then once approved, we'll be able to start. So what we will be doing is cataloging all of our tapes and reel-to-reels and all of that. And then we'll be able to send it over, and they will digitalize it, send it back to us, and then send us a hard drive with all the digital files.
Wow.
And we're hoping that the process will take about 8 months from the time I get the approval, hopefully next week. And again, just the cost of shipping and the hard drive and stuff will be totally funded by Library of Congress. They are asking us to try to work with KPRG because I think they want to do the same thing with KPRG. And I'm totally in favor of working with them so long as they're kind of on the same schedule as us because I want to get it done. But that's really good news.
Yeah.
We've been looking to do this pretty much since they started.
That's terrific news.
Yeah, and we also hired, remember we hired, what was the intern? What was our intern's name? The one in the wheelchair.
Oh, see,
I forget his name. We had an intern that was helping us to start to digitalize. Yeah, but oh my gosh, the process. You know, like we'd give him 2 tapes a day and he would do like maybe 1. It was just, we've counted the tapes this week. We have 6,500 tapes.
Jesus.
150 reel-to-reels, and not including our digital assets. And so we've already explained that to American Archives, and they're excited. So hopefully, starting
And you're
next
using one of the UOG students to help do this?
No, it was somebody from DISID, but it was just too much of a project.
You're asking, can we put someone from UOG on?
Yeah.
We could do it. It's going to take years. We can send it off island, and not only will the Library of Congress the Library of
I think she was just suggesting to
if
put
we-
one of those people into the mix.
we could do it, but it would take forever. It would take literally forever.
No. To let them help with the process going to the library.
Shipping it and cataloging.
Whatever they could do.
Whatever.
Oh
We don't even
yeah,
have those people yet.
yeah.
She has one person. She said one person.
No, we don't.
Oh,
yet,
no.
We don't yet have our UOG intern.
No, we did have to write it down.
We have an MOU, but we haven't got there yet.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so she was just suggesting
Oh,
if we
maybe.
have an intern from
Yeah.
UOG, maybe they could
They could do
help
it.
us with that. But
Yeah.
because we're putting that situation, we don't yet have that situation.
We have had some interest for volunteers, right? A couple ladies came over and helped us with readathon, and we can ask them to help too. Call for volunteers, but yeah, so we're really excited about this project. We want to get all of our content shipped. You know, the good thing about this, not only digitalizing and preserving the media, is having access at your fingertips, right? So now you'll be able just to type in like whatever, Governor Eddie Calvo, and all this stuff will pop up here and populate without us manually trying to look for a tape. And then, oh my gosh, do we have the beta player to play this tape, you know? And not only that, those things they're already very fragile, right? And so we're not only preserving the content and our history, but we're going to have access and give access to it. So, I mean, we could maybe, you know, like UOG or Guampedia or even just anybody
Yeah, that's a great idea.
will have access.
I like that.
Okay. UOG internship partnership. Yesterday, Sean and Anna met with Sean Veroya and their vice president at UOG, Ms. Charlene Santos-Bamba, regarding our future partnership. And it's in the very beginning stages, but UOG is very much interested, and so are we in our potential partnership. We've actually signed the MOU today. We signed the MOU, and Sean should be returning the MOU with a kind of summary packet of like what our job, what kind of candidates we'd be looking for, which would most likely be production. And so if a candidate comes up, they'll be able to, you know, send them our way. They were asking, I mean, although they do appreciate internships, they were also asking if we could provide paid internships or some sort of stipend or something. That would totally be up to the board if you would like to authorize a stipend for X amount of hours of internship. But I would leave that to you.
I think it's a great way to motivate people to show up.
Yeah,
frankly.
recruitment kind of
Yeah,
okay. Maybe
I don't have a problem with that.
I don't either.
maybe I can research what like a typical stipend would be for a college student for X amount of hours, and then I'll bring it to the board in the next meeting.
Sounds good.
Okay. Stipend for next meeting. Okay, got it. OB trailer update. This is another exciting item. Allied Broadcast Group is nearing its completion of the new PBS Guam broadcast trailer. We anticipate shipping to Guam within the next few weeks. Once it arrives, additional work will be required to outfit the trailer. Just a minor wiring of some of the equipment that we have on island. We just need like compatible cords and stuff like that. But I have procurement in this meeting for that. After all this equipment is installed, just basically wiring and the equipment that was in the previous OB van, we look to have the van up by the end of the year or January. I'm sorry, January or February, full scale. I'd like to do a whole like press event unveiling the OB van, probably at Adaloop. So I'll invite the board so we can not unveil, because I don't know how we're going to cover the thing, but we will present it. Yes,
That's going to be in December or?
it's probably going to be January. Yes,
Okay.
but
Maybe we could hide it in the garage and then drive it out.
drive it out, right? Yeah, or we'll drive it on the top of the hill and it can come down.
I'll do that.
But it's going to be really state of the art, and for sure, we're going to be the most advanced media TV production here on Guam. We have these really cool cameras installed into the. We have 3 cameras, but we have 1 camera installed that there's a pole that goes on the top of the trailer with the camera with the long view, so we could purchase that direct, especially for liberation. So I don't know if you ever noticed outside of our broadcast tent, we always have the scissor lift with a man stuck on the camera. That camera will do exactly that, and we can control it from inside this trailer. In addition, there's 2 more AI cameras that will be able to, we just kind of program like what sport we're recording, and it'll be able to shoot the sport. So that would alleviate maybe 2 to 4 people on the court for sports. So our next push, once we get familiar with the trailer, is to do sports, live sports. And so that's kind of going to be our push for next year. And we're going to talk a little bit about that in the gala.
Okay.
So that's so exciting.
Question. Do we have a vehicle capable of towing this?
No. You need a big, what did Sean say? How many ton truck? Like a Tundra, like a big, like our truck.
1 ton.
Yeah.
Full size.
A
pickup.
big truck, yeah.
Where are we?
Like an F2, yes. So our truck, I don't know, it's 5,000. This thing is like 5,500 pounds.
So we discussed this previously, and we were going to rent.
Yeah, I
need it?
think it's more cost efficient. Like even if we roll out like once or twice a month,
Okay.
it might cost us $250 to rent a car for a few days, right? As opposed to spending $70 or $80 or $90,000
Yeah,
on
at
a
least
truck.
50 on a truck.
Yeah, a big
Then
truck.
the maintenance and then having
Maintenance,
the car.
insurance, all that stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Gas and everything.
Where we could just rent.
And that's gas going
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah, usually events are just, Liberation is the longest one, which might be a couple days.
Do a contract with one of the
Yep.
autos.
Maybe Home Depot, I don't know. We'll see. We just need a big thing.
Sure. All right.
Okay, engineering, our station generators. The generators are on order and in production, and these are 2 100K generators, one for the station, one for the transmitter site in Barrigada. I've spoken to the vendor who promises it will be completed in 6 to 8 weeks, and it would take about, after that, it would take about 25 working days once it's loaded onto the ship to Guam. Once it does arrive, we're going to need storage for the generators, and depending on when it comes, I'm not sure if the garage will be available because the trailer will be here. If not, the vendor has made arrangements for us to for CTSI to provide storage for it's about $90 a week. So a little bit under $400 a month. It's like 97, but $100 a week.
Month is it?
I mean, I'm sorry, it's not a month, it's a week. Until our housing is built. And the housing is already in the plans with the renovation. So as soon as
How much space does that take?
it's 2 giant generators, and then they both have a 1,000-gallon fuel tank.
Full tank.
Yeah.
But
So
is that more than
As big
1,000
as this-
square feet?
As big as this area?
not more than 1,000 square feet. But if we do rent a commercial space, we're going to need a roll-up door. So I don't.
The place where I have my office
Mm-hmm.
is 1,000 square feet. They all have roller door.
Okay.
The price, I believe, right now is about $750 per month.
Okay. Well, we can look for.
This is
Well, this is 400.
400 a month.
Yeah, but you can store more things than that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, we can look for other storage options to see what is.
You can negotiate with these people. With
Yeah.
And if the storage is no more than 500 cubic meters or cubic whatever, then it should not be that much.
Okay.
Well, how many months are you anticipating?
Until the renovations are done, until the house is. I mean,
realistically, 6
they're
months
building.
It's a year.
A year?
out.
Yeah, it's going to be about a year. I mean, the renovations, the contractor is asking for 365 days. And I've just been in communications with Adeloop, and they're thinking, just yesterday, and they are saying that we should have a final MOU paperwork up like end of next week. So it's going to be at least a year. So if we're saying that the generator comes by December, we're still going to need a good nine months to a year in storage. Because I'm not comfortable leaving that thing in the underneath the thing. You know, I don't want anyone to steal it.
Well,
and two, I don't want any weather damage.
Why are we ordering it so far ahead of?
Because we got a grant from CPB.
Oh, we have to use
And that grant was for emergency. It was because of Typhoon Marwar, right? So we had to use
Spend
it.
or lose it.
Yeah,
okay.
we had to use it by this year.
Okay.
Well, I'm sure the Barragata, we can always.
Well, we have to make the housing for Barragata.
housing, yeah.
That we can work on because we needed to pay for the housing anyway. I'm thinking it's probably going to be like, we have to build like a cement kind of
Yeah.
shed. Maybe
So then we don't have
25,
to store one of them. If you get the
25 to
housing
30,000.
Where you gonna store it there?
Maybe we can build it big enough so that we could put the second one in there.
Yeah, if we do the one up there in Barragata, then the
Do
other
we
one
need
can go
DPW
inside.
to procure that kind
It's
of
more than 50, yeah.
50,000? Okay. Well, let me.
I would look into that because
Why don't I do that for next
it's
meeting?
more cost effective.
We'll get to work on building the housing for the Barragata
Yeah.
one. I was just thinking we were going to install it at the same time, but it doesn't have to.
Yeah.
It's not necessary.
One point, I spoke to a gentleman that works with the Navy logistics side, and he informed me that the Navy is trying to get rid of a number of 40-foot and 20-foot containers.
We could use some of that for
And
storage.
they're looking for a tax exempt organization?
Yes.
Nonprofits to get, so I've already reached out to him and he hasn't gotten back to me, but that,
Could be.
if we could get one for up at Barragata and one for here.
Yeah, we could put the generator in there.
put
We
the
just need a.
generator
Do we have a
I
place
would
here to
think we
put a
just.
giant container?
Yeah, we have lots of it anywhere. We can put it anywhere.
Container outside.
Yeah, on this side or that anywhere.
Okay, and you.
So
put
just
it
just
in-
as an
Oh,
option, and
that's
I'll follow
perfect.
up- I'll follow up with him.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
so much
Today.
better.
Don't look
Yes.
a gift horse in the mouth.
And then you can sell the container again when you no longer.
Yeah.
Or just keep it.
Or
Yeah.
keep it.
Yeah, and we don't really need a big one to store the generator in it.
Probably just a 20-footer.
Yeah, 20,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
Or-
don't forget
or
you have the
even-
fuel tank,
Yeah.
so you probably need a 40.
Yeah,
Or a 20 and a 40, we could put it together.
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, I'll follow up with
Oh,
him.
that would be perfect.
Great.
I mean, even if it cost us like a few $1,000s in construction to get
Yeah,
it
just
in
to put the
to a
bottom.
place
Yeah,
where we
need
can
feet for
The
it.
bottom, yeah.
like foundation and a door, like a proper door.
ramp.
So much better than having. it
Yes, that's
outside.
perfect.
This is protected.
Paying this rental seems really
Okay.
Okay.
bad.
PBS Guam. Yeah, that's great.
Let's get it first.
Well, but at least we got the tip.
Let's get it. But
Invite your
That's,
friend out for
that's
dinner.
the theme. That's the theme. That should be our theme
in the
motto.
works. In the works.
Let's get it first. Okay, pbsguam.org. This is something that, I don't know, I'm excited about, but we have just revamped the pbsguam.org website. It's now live and functional. Well, actually, it is a soft launch. Officially, we will launch October 1st. Our primary focus is to centrally access all of the PBS Guam original productions, our local events, updates for local events, and have national programming. Secondary focus will be to funnel viewers to our social media. So it's actually very nice and clean looking if you have a chance to go to the website. You'll see there's something really interesting in there. There's a link to, well, not only the link to the live stream, but there is a support us, an online donation now where you can donate, not only like just a generic donate now, but we give this kind of like a PBS store where we have 3 different options where you can donate for, I don't know what the number is, $30-$40 for this item, $75 for this item, $100 for this item. And so I think that is a cool feature for our website. Also, you'll see our YouTube channel there. And I wanted to let you know that the don't name transfer and ownership, hosting service, registration information, and all of that stuff now belongs to us. So we don't have to
I
worry.
just looked it up.
Yes, did you see it? Did you see?
Yeah, it says
Yeah.
the gala. The first thing it says
Yeah.
is the gala.
Okay, and that's basically the website. So if you have some time later, maybe you could take a look at it. I should have brought my laptop so I can show you. The FestPack documentary, we're on track with that. We're going to be scheduling final cut for December 2024, where we'll preview here on our air. There's a 15-minute preview that we're scheduled to deliver by October this month, next month. We're going to premiere it at a humanities event with Kaha, and then also at the museum, as well as at our gala November 2nd. In October, we will be broadcasting this new documentary called the Forgotten Pacific documentary. It's going to premiere here at PBS Guam. It's about 73 minutes. So after the documentary, we're going to premiere the FestPack preview. So it'll be the last 3 Mondays of October. So October 14th, 21st, and 28th at 6:30 p.m.
Here, you say?
Yeah, on our air, on TV. So basically, the documentary talks about the islands of the Pacific and climate change, and how some of the islands are disappearing. The seashores are rising, and how they're having some cultural issues and environmental issues, and it documents several islands in the Pacific, like Fiji, Tuvalu, Vanuatu, Republic of Marshall Islands, and Samoa. So it's a good documentary.
Our people are doing this?
No, it's not. It was done by who produced it?
There was some Pacific group from Hawaii that was at the conference
I think
we
it's
went to last year.
I think it's New Zealand that produced it. It's like Air New Zealand was one of the main sponsors, but it's a new documentary that is just being broadcast in October, and I was able to get it. Michelle was able to get the rights so that we could broadcast it here. So
I saw this on
I think it's on
Netflix.
I think it's on
Is
YouTube
it on
right
YouTube?
now.
Okay, I saw it somewhere.
It's on YouTube right now, and broadcast rights will be in October.
Okay, I saw it somewhere.
Yeah. So PBS Kids Hour at the library. This is a new event that we just launched this month. Development Department has launched PBS Kids Reading Hour at the Hagåtña Library, and it's one Saturday per month. We just started this month, and it basically encourages literacy in our youth and promotes reading. This is kind of to tag team with our readathon. So that's something
Who
that
do we get to do the readings?
we had our development team do it, but we're gonna try to do like celebrity readings. Like after a few of them, we're still kind of like working out the kinks. But the first one was pretty successful, so we're excited about it.
Who did the story then?
Anna is our new development associate, so she did the first one. Yeah,
How'd she do?
she did good.
Got to be able to engage those kids.
Yeah,
they're
she's
used
much
to,
better than me.
Used to watching their phone.
I think I already talked about the OV van. But anyway, the old OB van, the guys have already taken out all of the equipment. And then we've had them clean and perform maintenance on all of them so that it'll be ready to install into the new one once it's here.
What's happening to the old van?
Sell
I don't
it?
know. What are we going to do with the old van?
Sell it.
I'll take it from my room.
Can we sell it? You can't sell it.
We can.
We're a
Take it from
government.
my bedroom.
We can sell it.
One bedroom space.
PBS can, the nonprofit can sell it.
Okay.
Well, that's a government.
Is it a government
That's a government
equipment?
funding. Yeah.
Oh, so then we have to give it to GSA.
So we can't sell it?
We have to
Oh,
use.
it's not going to end up in PD in that dump.
We have to use it until it does, or we give it back to GSA
We'll
if it's.
we'll use it for storage right now, because if it goes back to the government, it's going to stay at PD, and then they're going to bid it.
That place of PD is such a disgrace. I just,
I know.
I understand why it's been there since, I've been
gonna
here
go
for
up to
35
bid,
years,
so,
that stuff
you know.
has been there.
If we can use it for something, then maybe
They never get rid
Okay,
of
just
it.
come back to us with the best recommendations for what to do with that.
Will do. Academic Challenge Bowl, we just produced the last 4 episodes for for this year's contract. And that's basically the last of our obligations for this year. Next year, we'll be working on a new set for the program. So we've used this set now for I think 3 seasons. So we're going to be working on a new set and come back probably early next year with new production. So
Is this for high school and middle school?
GovGuam live streams. I don't think I really need to go through these. These are just some other programming updates, such as GovGuam Live, our passport, ancient sites of Micronesia, which were all these items we are working in production. Production is working on right now. The music education docu-series and KGTF classics. These are all our current production programs, and just a little status update.
What does that entail, this music?
We're doing a whole docu-series on music education on Guam. So we're working with Harvest, St. John's,
That's where my
Guam
grandson is, yeah.
Philharmonic Foundation, Antala Middle School. Yeah, all of that. A bunch of GDOE
You mean
schools.
kids that are at those schools who are performing,
Yes.
and they're gonna, okay.
So the focus is music education on Guam. So we're doing a whole, I don't know how many parts. There's maybe 5 or 6 episodes, 7 episodes. Yes.
Maybe we should consider including a skip.
We can do on dance.
Yeah, but
Yeah. I can have.
it's music and dance.
So a lot of these things are under the PBS University banner, right? So these are PBS University productions, and then education of music education, or agriculture, or whatever, mangroves and whatever. We've done all of those. Yeah, maybe we can do dance.
Who's paying for the production?
We have been using, actually we have employees, grant employees, and we've just assigned them the work. But they're not grant, I'm sorry, contract workers.
Is Ernest involved in any of this?
He is involved in
Is he the head of GATE now?
ACB.
Oh, is he the head of GATE now?
I'm not sure.
Ernest Antoko.
No, I'm not sure. I don't think so. Yes.
Well, he's super talented.
Besides that,
Do we have underwriting for the broadcasts?
for the broadcast these haven't even been released yet. I mean, the music education hasn't been released, and then the ancient sites, no, we don't have.
We hope to.
Yes, we can underwrite them. And I think that's it for with the GovGuam live streams. We do have underwriting, but yeah, and that's it for my report, with the exception of the procurement stuff.
Okay, thank you very much. And we'll get to procurement in a minute. Thank you, Heina. Financial statements review. You want to tell us what you're
The financial statement.
looking at?
Well, I met this morning with Lorraine, and basically I told her what I think that it is important for me to look at when I look at it.
Right.
And but she also told me what you would like, which is a chart of at least 3 months. No? You like 3 consecutive months or years?
I think we were looking at trying to have, year-to-date and monthly, I think.
Okay. So to me, since we meet every month, what I'm looking for is to find out how we did the previous month
Right,
and compare it to at least maybe 2 months at the most.
okay.
So because otherwise we lost track. But if we do this every month, then at least we will be up to date. So to me, this is what I do with my business. When I want to know how am I going, how my business is doing at a particular moment, it's like taking a picture of what is going on. So I look at the profit and loss. Income statement is the same as profit and loss. And it's this one over here that they give you, okay, that they pass out. So, and this is for the month of July. you give us 2 months, right? July and August. So if you look at the month of July, it says the income that
51,000.
we had. So the government of Guam appropriations, it came out to 51,683. Then the community service grant, it was 25,757. Then the membership income, $100. The interest is income, so and so. Then the contributions. Then we had the liberation sponsorship, 35,000. So anyway, the total income for that month came to 117,176.43. Okay, so this is the monies that came in. Now we have to look at the expenses. What is the money that came out? So we have the station production, salaries, 5,581. Then the FICA expenses, that goes together with the salaries. So altogether, 6,008.84. Then the station upgrade. So we had, what is this station upgrade salary? Station upgrade salary, you got a new person or?
That's administrative.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 5,367. Then the program broadcasting, that included the medical insurance, the travel and training, the programming and stuff. So all of that altogether, 9,846. Then the development and promotion. So anyway, all of this development and promotion, 4,534. And so we go on and on. I mean, all the expenses are spelled out, okay? I mean, I can go on and all the expenses. Then we have contractual services, medical insurance, vehicle, telecommunications, security service, and other expenses. So then the bank charges, then the commission and salaries. So you pay commissions apart of the salary, apart to people, okay? Like for sales, right? Mm-hmm. The people who are in sales, if you give them a commission, they make more money for the station. So the commissions, and then the contracts. So altogether, the contractual services came out to 32,000. Then the supplies for freight, office, 2,670. So everything is included in there. So anyway, the expenses came out, all the expenses, total expenses came out to 131,329. So when from there, the expenses, we deduct the monies, the income that came in, and it so happens that we had a net income of 14,153. Minus.
Negative.
It's a short, yeah, it's a short. Well, so then when I look at this, I say, okay, so we had a loss in here. Why is that loss? I mean, so obviously we spend more than we collected.
Yeah.
But it might be a reason. Maybe we bought more things than because we signed all of these, we approve all of these requisitions. Or maybe, I mean, there must be a reason. So in order, of course, we spend more than we put in. But in order to look at that, then we have to go back. Then I like to look at the balance sheet. And in the balance sheets, also for the month of July. So it tells us exactly, like for instance, all the monies that we have in the accounts, which is 2,200,000. And then the private fund accounts, 188,000. So altogether, on cash, checking and savings, we have 2,398,169. And then we have receivables. In the receivables, it's 2,154,518. And then we have other current assets, which are current undeposited funds, so on. So 3,235,000. Can you follow?
Yes.
Then the prepaid expenses. So we prepaid 756. So all total current assets, 8,554,000. Then we go to the fixed assets. And so altogether we have the station is worth 9,625,148.
Huh?
That's total assets that we have, yeah.
The last page.
In the second page. That's how much is the station is worth. But then, of course, then we have what we owe. What is our liabilities? So, oh my gosh. Can I call you back? Sorry. Never mind. So it tells us accounts payable. So we have to pay 19,832 to, what is PF?
Private funds accounts.
Okay, we have to CSG, that's the.
See, community service grant.
Okay. Then, so it tells us everything that we owe, right? Accrue liabilities, 77,000. That means that we have to pay it, wages or whatever. But then we have a minus of payroll liabilities. So that's
That's a liability that we overpaid.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yes.
So it's reflected in there.
Yes.
Okay, now we have deferred revenue, so that means that is still to come, that revenue. But we still,
That's what we have, yeah.
okay, but we are counting.
Remaining.
So the total current liabilities, we have 249,000, almost 250,000. Then the long-term liabilities, like pension, the sick leave, pension liability, all these things. Anyway, so altogether we come to all the figures there. And in the end, it says net income. So we had a net income is a negative of 624,563. And can you tell me again?
Net income is the 64, yeah.
Okay, and this is,
Because of your liabilities, your income versus your liabilities.
okay,
See, your liabilities
Pension.
there, your pensions,
Yeah.
that's
Like
included in the
long-term
report.
retirement?
Long-term retirements, yes.
Yeah.
okay. So, all right.
withhold the liability.
So if you look at this, we really have account for everything.
Yes.
All the monies that came in and all the monies that came out.
Yeah.
And then we find out that there is a minus, which is prior period adjustment, which is the liabilities that you were saying.
Could have been assets that have depreciated, all that kind of stuff.
Okay, so then at the end, we have a total equity of 6,196,595. This is exactly how much we are worth. Because the assets and liabilities is 9,625,000. But we owe 3 million son. So, I mean, no, we owe, but this is what we are using to function. But what we are really worth is 6,196,595. Okay, so this is for the month of July. Now, we also were given the month of
Wait,
August.
I have a question. What is this debt outflows of resources minus $575,000
Where is that?
2024,
under long-term liabilities? What does that mean exactly?
Wait. In the total assets or in
No,
the
under long-term liabilities.
long-term liabilities? At the end, where
Debt outflows of
where
resources.
did you
With the
find?
long-term liabilities, these are the pensions from the government of Guam, GovGuam employees, their retirements. That falls on that, pension.
Long-term leave is 28,000, is that what you are saying? Then
No, deaf, what's deaf
Debt
for?
outflow resources.
The negative 575, right?
Yes,
You're talking about the
Yes,
negative
that's what I'm talking about.
575. So
So that's negative.
that is the amount that we get from government of Guam that is going to be, or that is paid out. So whenever the audit is done, this number will always go down. Because it goes up with the pension liability, then it will have a negative to take out. But this is reflecting government of Guam's pension.
Oh.
Because the CSG does not have the retirement pension.
Wait a minute. This is pension, like, no, this is outflow resources. But remember, we are in liabilities. Liabilities is what we owe.
Yeah.
But here there is a minus.
Yeah.
Which means that
That's
this
what-
money is
Oh,
there.
yeah. Okay, get it, I
But
get
we
it.
don't own it. We
Okay.
don't really owe it
Yeah.
because it's what the
The
government.
government of Guam
Okay.
is the one that pays
Okay,
for
thank you,
that.
thank you.
Okay. All right, so anyway, so when I look at the balance at the end, I say, I'm happy. Station is making good. I mean, we are worth 6 million salary. All right, so now we go to the August. And in the August, of course, you know, we compare the August to the July, right? So again, we start from the very beginning, and we have total income of 52,332. Now, if you look at the July profit and loss, we're talking of profit and loss, huh? Look at the two at the front. So if you look at the end, where it says gross profit, look at July, gross profit. And in the gross profit in July says we had a gross profit of 117,176. But if you look at the gross profit in August, it's only 52,332. Okay? So my first question to her was, why? Why is it that we got 117,000 in July and only 52 in August? What did we do different? How come it's less money? And then she explained to me that in August, even though August is already finished and even though this is the statement, but yet is not included, that's because it hasn't come or because
We
it
didn't
hasn't?
close August yet. We didn't close the August book.
So in other words, in here, there is not included the community service grant,
Yeah.
but the community service grant comes every month?
Yes.
It comes twice a year.
It's expense.
We transfer
the
funds
expense
monthly.
Is offsetting the revenue comes, we just take it from the deferred and then pays what we spent on the CSG monthly. So it's an in and out. There's no way, there's always going to be a balance there.
So that is not stated in this report.
Yes. for August.
Therefore,
But she just wants to show that the difference.
this is what
For
I was
her.
questioning.
Yeah.
Why is it?
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we continue on, then
So these are unofficial numbers because they haven't closed
Yeah.
the month yet.
So then you can go back and reflect on each particular expense before in the previous month and now, and so that you can find out. I mean, last month probably were different expenses than this month, but at the end we have a total expense of 102,906, which means that we have a loss of $50,000, $50,574. But the reason why is because this thing is not being included, the community service grant,
Yes.
which is about 50,000. But yet, when you look at the total expense in, where at the very end of the page, before it says net income, it says total expense. And the total expense was 102,906. However, in July, the total expense was 131,329. So actually, you guys did good because you spent less than the month of July. In August, you spent less than in July.
Yes.
Anyhow, then we go back to the balance sheet, and in the balance sheet, we'll reflect the same thing. If you go back at the balance sheet, in the end of the balance sheet, it says, compared to the other one, to the one for July. So we have a total equity, 6,146,000. which is actually 50,000 less, again, which is the money that is not stable. Anyway, all I want to follow is that the expenses that we have are reasonable and are in tune with what we as a board allow them to spend. And you know, that the money is not going anywhere, or that it's not misspent.
Yes.
And this is reflected on these expenses here. And I also want to know all the money that we get in. And the monies that we get in, like which appropriations or the grants or what
Grants,
have you, is one thing. The other thing is the monies that we make. If we can make more, fine. If not, but at least we live within our means and we're still making money.
So most of the appropriations we get are from CSG, which we get twice a year, and then from Guam, which we get the allotment. In addition, we do the fundraising events. So you'll see that income we receive. We receive our fundraising. All of the income that we receive is tied to fundraising. So you'll see you'll increase around Liberation Time, when we have a gala, when we have readathon. So it's not consistent. So if you're trying to balance, receive X amount of dollars per year and spend, it's not going to balance, because we receive bulks of 70, 80 grand in Liberation, and then maybe in August, not so much.
Yeah.
But, so it ends up to balance, but if it's going to be a month to month where you want to see a positive number at the end of the month, every month, you're not going to see that.
But in Mary Flo's eyes, she is looking at
For
the
a balance, right?
total
Yeah.
revenue versus expense, where it should balance.
Well,
So that's why I'm saying the profit and loss will show where the money's taking to cover
Especially,
the shortage.
especially in the balance sheet, where you see what numbers we have in our savings and stuff like that. And a lot of that we've been able to, to be honest, most of that was saving for renovations, right? But we've been able to save that from projects that we've done and grants that we received for PBS University and other grants that we're underwriting or trying to apply for. And so I ran out of here to go get the 2019 numbers, and this is the first board meeting I ever attended. And I'd like you to if you want to take a look, you can, but these are the financials I was looking at walking into this place in day one, where we had $300 account. So I wanted you to see that compared to the millions of dollars that you're looking at now.
That time when she came,
And
it was a negative.
I'm not worried about spending $20,000 for shipping right now, but I just wanted you to see this. That's why I ran out.
Thank God for ARP monies.
So this is what I was facing walking into this place.
Stimulus monies and
Well, you know
I
what?
almost ran out.
I am very happy to see these numbers, to tell you the truth. I think that you guys should be also, because the station is doing very well. But when I see a negative, I want to know.
Yeah, I freak out too, but I have to take a step back and realize our fundraising and revenues that we receive here comes in spurts, and it's not like a traditional business where you're gonna cash in and cash out and balance. Yeah.
That's why I like that you included the balance sheet, because
yeah, you would see a difference.
Yeah.
This is what you just.
Looks a little different, huh, Donovan?
That before the meeting? Yeah, no, this
And at
is,
the end, you should be very happy, because it's very healthy
this
company.
is easier.
She did say
Compared to
that she
the-
will come, early so that she can report the treasurer's report.
okay.
I came in.
I like
because
it.
I wanted to add this.
But at least you understand now
I
where.
just wanted to let you know what I was looking for,
Yeah.
so that I can feel
And we used to
comfortable.
provide numbers like this, but then it's just evolved over time.
Yeah.
But we can go back.
No,
and
I appreciate this.
If you look back at the years, last year, and I understand where she's looking at the bottom line, the negative, okay? Which is, if you look at the income versus expense, it was terrible. But, as she said, we have money.
a little bit. Yeah. Okay.
So,
Okay, well, I've,
Right?
we've
we'll
been,
have more money coming next.
$78,000.
we've been approaching financial
No, this
statements
is-
as a work in progress, and I guess we'll continue, but that was enlightening, Mary Flor, thank you.
2019.
Did I miss something when I went to the bathroom about the gala?
No.
No, we didn't discuss
Oh,
Not yet.
do we know anything? I mean,
Yes.
Okay, so we're done with finances. Any further questions, anybody?
Yeah.
Are we good to go? Can we move on?
Are you okay?
Yes?
Would you like any other report?
No, I think that was quite a bit to digest for
yeah,
one day,
I think that's
frankly.
a lot to do.
No. For the future, is there any other report?
Like I said, I think it's a work in progress. I think the steps that you're helping us make are great.
Okay, so maybe next time we can include, remember how we had 2 months?
Oh,
Profit and loss and balance for the last 2 months.
So that we could see.
Okay,
Yeah, I think that would be enough.
Okay.
that has to be an export. We have to export it to,
I don't know, I don't think so. It's in there, it's in the system. Remember when I showed you profit and loss for 2 months?
can't have it for 2 months. I'll show you.
Okay.
But we can do it like
Remember,
this.
it said year to date.
We can do it
Year
like
to date.
this, where we have the 2 separate months and we'll just compare.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll let you guide us.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's really late, but I
Yes, but I do like it.
I was expecting a little update about the gala and who the entertainment is.
Oh, we do.
we're getting there.
Yeah, we're-
Oh, I
Getting
thought-
there,
I
we're
thought-
getting there.
Like finishing, because it's
No,
so
no, no.
late.
No, it's not, it's.
No, we're just finishing up with finances.
Okay,
Are we finished?
I hope so.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, do we have any old business that's, Ina, anything that goes there?
Old business? No.
Okay. Okay, so moving on to new business. So last month, we were informed that we've been able to put back together the broadcast side of the station, and we are broadcasting as we are mandated to do. And what I've asked the station to do now is an audit of how accessible our broadcast signal actually is in places like down south and away from the station. And I don't know yet what that's going to entail. It's probably going to have to take, some of our staff driving around the island with a television and pulling it out from time to time. Something that's very basic, but I would like to leave that to.
I think we can do that. I can send staff around to all the mayor's office and plug in a TV and take a look.
Oh, that's a good way to approach it. That's a start. Yeah.
And then we can give a report.
And then,
Just ask them.
we can start asking for people who actually, what we want to do is we want to build awareness that people can grab our signal off the air without cable or internet, because that's a valuable asset.
Yeah.
You're in the air, people can just grab you. So, number one, we need to understand how our signal is around the island. Then number two, we need to build awareness that signal is out there. So I'm sure there's going to be some people who would prefer, not to pay an expensive cable bill if they could find quality programming available somewhere else. So that's where I'm kind of,
You mean right now, I have regular television that I pay for. But if I didn't, and I just bought a television, I could hear our shows. Is that what you're saying?
that's what I'm saying.
If you have a smart
Anybody
TV,
that has a television, they don't have to pay any money to GTA or, but is that in effect right now? I mean, I can't know because I have stuff. So
what part are you,
no, I'm asking if,
no, but where are you, at what village?
oh, Petey.
You can probably take off the cable and see if you have a DTV.
A
smart
smart
digital,
TV. So
yes.
you have to go into the settings and scan for
Scan it.
channels because we're not 12. We're 12.1 and 2. So you have to manually scan to channels so that your TV can program itself and it'll pick up all the digital channels. And then that's how you would watch us.
But the answer is yes. We have a signal out there.
Yes.
Your TV should be
Yeah, I mean, like my
capable.
son only had, like, pays for Netflix and stuff, but he doesn't have regular television. But you're saying that he could get it then?
Yes.
You can pick it up, you just have to scan. You have to go to
He's here
settings
in
From the,
and channel scan.
He's here in Manila.
Yeah,
from
But
E1.
it
right
doesn't-
near
it
Price
doesn't have
Elementary.
it
Scan his
scanned.
TV
This is
Okay.
October 27th.
and see.
Okay,
because
I'm going-
they got 12.1 and
I'm
12.2.
going there as
Find out.
soon as I get out of here, yeah. I'll see if my,
It's not 12, it's 12.1 and
Okay.
12.2.
okay, all right.
Anyway, the point is, our signal is back up. We need to know how far the signal reaches, and we want to promote awareness that the signal is out there. So if people are in need of that signal to better their lives, then it's there.
Okay.
This is Rabbit Ears campaign?
Yes.
Talking- how are we planning to do that?
Sorry.
I could send the staff out.
Point of clarification, you do need an antenna for over-the-air TV for the most part.
For digital?
Yeah, for digital as well. Not every digital TV comes with an antenna built in.
Right. That was our production room speaking. Thank you.
I know, it's like a voice.
The voice
I'm always
from
looking,
space.
I'm looking over there for
Thank
some
you.
person and there knows.
So, we're going to leave it for the station to come up with a campaign and figure out how to do things, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
Okay.
Ina, Mary Flor had a question about the details from EY.
Yeah. So I look at this and I thought, okay, this is it. But then I look at the back and it says.
Oh, that was the last, that was, those are pages taken from the one that says 15,000? Let me look at it. Those were just pages taken from the contract that said the amount.
Okay.
This is
So
this
this was
year,
just to
the
support,
Yeah.
What about this? It says also December 2013. I don't know.
she wanted because it had the $30,000 fee on it.
Oh.
So the one that says the 20, 21, 22, that's 15,000. That was from our last contract that was written in 2020. And then this one here, this page, this is the most recent one that we just got. So I just wanted you to I wanted to demonstrate the fees that they were trying to charge us.
Okay, so
This is from
for-
their contract.
For fiscal year September 30, they charge us 15,500,
Yeah.
right? And then for 2023, they charge us 30,000.
Yeah.
That's what you agreed to.
Well, we had to because we needed to have an extension for one more year to procure.
Okay,
'cause
so
we
you
couldn't-
only gave us
These were just, yeah.
Supporting
Okay,
that.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. And so basically now they want double the
Double.
money. We are exactly the same. We haven't changed that much in terms of.
I know. That's why we're going to negotiate,
All right.
figure it out.
Okay, so thank
Okay.
you for explaining because I was
Better move along.
kind of lost.
Okay.
All right, so now the gala, right?
Okay, yes.
Okay, so for the gala, we're still set for November 2nd. We're ready to start promoting the gala. I have found talent. They're called the Switch Band out of Australia. And I have, so we've been able to negotiate their rate. They started at about 5,000 Australian dollars, which was $3,500. It went down to 3,000 Australian dollars because there's several of them that need to travel. And so they're willing to work with our budget. So it's down to 3,000 Australian dollars, which is like $22,000. So I don't need board approval for that, but what I do need board approval for is the procurement of their tickets, because there's 7 of them.
What do they do?
They're a band. They're a
Have you heard them?
yeah.
I mean, have you?
Yes, they're very good. I did show Donovan some clips of them. They do covers, but they play it. I should have brought my computer. I can show you after the meeting.
Which hotel is going to be at the end?
The Hyatt.
Hyatt.
And so I do need the procurement of the airfare tickets. It's about $7,200 for airfare tickets.
Is it in here, the prerequisites?
Yeah, it's in the requisition. So the event will be November 2nd at the Hyatt. Starts at 5 o'clock. We'll have a cocktail hour
7
from
o'clock?
5 o'clock, 5:30. It'll be on the ticket.
That's kind of early, isn't it?
Well, we're gonna have a 1-hour cocktail, and then at 6:30 will be the dinner. I think Ambrose is coming on as a sponsor.
Is the cocktail hour, is that covered, or do you have to buy the drinks?
I think some of the drinks are going to be included. Ambrose is going to be our sponsor, so I think it'll be like select drinks, like their signature drink for the night or something like that. That will probably be free flowing. I have to work the details out with them. Not everything, not open bar.
How much is it going to be?
The tickets are, we just launched it on the website. It's $200 a ticket, or if you buy a table of 10, it's $1,800.
So if the Ambrose is the sponsor, that's great. But nobody else. For instance, I am a member
They're
of
not
the board.
exclusive.
Can I
They're not
also,
exclusive.
donate something? or-
Yes, we can. The only thing is, I don't think the Hyatt is allowing us to donate wine on the table that can be opened, only wine that can be taken home because corkage fees. But for a cocktail hour, that's different.
I was thinking maybe donate some bottles of wine, and then the people can bid on them.
Oh, yes, we're going to have a silent auction. That would be great.
All right.
Okay, I'll let Anna know. Sorry.
But you can also tell Hyatt that, we would like this wine and it's distributed by such and such company. I don't know. What type of food is that going to be?
Anna's actually working with the menu right now, but I know it provided so many, like one chicken, one beef, so many salads, dessert.
Buffet?
No, yes, buffet. This one is going to be a buffet. Just because the sit-down dinners are a lot more expensive, and our main goal is to raise funds, so it's a cheaper
Well, the
option.
buffet
Yeah,
at the Hyatt is
buffet.
good because they have that outside hallway.
Yes, yes.
It's not
Buffet
like.
is okay.
The other one
would was bad. Yeah.
Yes, I
That food
agree.
is good.
What?
I like that.
I like the Hyatt.
The Hyatt, yeah.
But better quality than quantity. Instead of having too
Yeah,
many different
quality,
things,
yes.
just
Yeah.
have less things, but good ones.
Yes, that's what the Guam Women's Club is doing to reduce our costs, because they're going up for our monthly meeting, which is tomorrow. And we said we don't need all these things, we just make, one meat thing and one fish or
But a good
vegetarian
one.
or, yeah, but good.
www.pbsguam.org.
And we don't need like a whole bunch of junky desserts.
Yeah.
So we just launched it on the website. They did produce, if you look at the website under gala/gala, we produced a commercial with Donovan. It's a really good one.
With some of the music?
No, not
No,
with the
it's just
music.
a hi, come to the gala thing.
Yeah, we're gonna do a teaser with the band once the contract and everything is signed. I haven't signed anything because I'm waiting for board approval for their airfare. I'm just trying to do the.
I mean, the last time we had
Here.
someone that was really well-known, but
Yeah.
these are not well-known people.
So-
But
I mean, I
they're
don't know
very
what-
Well known in Australia.
Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah,
Hello? There's
So
like
this
10
is-
Australians in Guam.
This is the spot.
but if we,
No,
This is the spot we produced.
that's what I mean.
To have you join us at the PBS Guam Gala on November 2nd.
Oh, you already did it. Very nice.
Join us as we celebrate 54 years of broadcasting and honor all those who make PBS Guam great. Check out pbsguam.org/gala for more information. Hope to see you there.
Hey, wow.
And that is being broadcast in,
No,
in
that's
PBS?
great. I think we have to have some
We're
of that
going
music.
to
On YouTube.
YouTube
People in
and
Guam are very
PBS.
into music.
Can you broadcast also in the other stations?
We can.
And have
We-
them donate their air?
And
Yes.
play some of the music, because I think that's going to be the draw.
We can.
The
We're
draw for the last one was that people knew that group.
We can. We have we've already partnered with KUAM, so they'll be promoting it. And K Stereo and Hit Radio. So those are our media partners right now. And also, I think Thrive is going to come on and help us too. But we'll be promoting it soon. We just launched it on the web because I didn't really want to fully push it until I had
Yeah,
the
no,
board
I
meeting.
understand. I understand.
Yeah. So next week we'll start to push it more, and I just shared it.
To the news, are you still doing it?
It wasn't financially. It wasn't.
Okay.
Yeah, we just didn't. It would cost too much, and I didn't want to spend any more money on it, so we stopped that. But it's okay because we have other local programming that we're working on. A lot of local programming that we're working on. So
That being said, if you find someone in the community that wants to come aboard and underwrite a program of that nature, please bring them on board.
I'll be out.
Yeah, I was
Pass the
wondering
word.
if, I don't know, it wouldn't cost much money, but like Patrick Palomo's group with those two young people, I happen to know them, but
we hired them for the last,
just like
The first.
maybe.
the first one,
The
yes.
beginning, like when you're eating or something, they're really good.
Oh, you mean like
They
for
have a
the
name, for
cocktail hour?
trade winds or something, I think.
Mm.
I'm just saying, I don't,
I mean,
no, but I think they're really good, and I'm kind of worried about this Australian group. I mean, they may be great, but like nobody knows who they are.
no, but if they are really good, and then
I think people should come to the gala because they want to support PBS, not necessarily what band is playing. So we're going to push it that way. You know, it's hard to get these big names that will just sell out really quick because those guys want big money. You know, like we were looking for like 2 months and we couldn't really find anybody under $30,000, and that is just not affordable.
Yeah.
You know, like we could manage it, but then we would maybe break even, maybe or maybe not, and it's very risky. So I've kind of opted for, I mean, Donovan had several recommendations as well, and it just, none of them really just panned out. Timing just didn't really work out.
Scheduling, timing,
Yeah.
all those.
So, yeah, so we're just opting for good entertainment. I think everyone's going to have a really good time. It's very unique. We haven't had this kind of level of entertainment, you know, for I don't know.
Is it like country music?
No, it's
No.
it's like a top 40 covers, jazz, R&B kind of feel.
Are you YouTube savvy?
Not about music, no.
Well, if you just go to YouTube and type in their name.
Switch.
Okay, what's the name?
Switch. SWICH. Switch.
SWI.
ICH. Switch band.
Without the T. Switch
Yes.
without the T.
Oh, that's the name of the band?
Yes.
Switch. The switch.
SWITH?
SWICH.
Oh,
Switch Band Australia.
ICH.
And
Okay. I'm gonna,
Australian band. Okay. Well, as long as it's entertaining and fun,
Yep,
and people
right.
can dance.
I think people are going to be dancing and have a good time, and the music's going to be very good.
Yeah.
So I think everyone will be happy.
you're going to be coming back to us with a production company RFP to do the PA and like that?
Yeah.
Okay. All
That
right.
will be next month.
Yep. All right.
I just got their writer, so I didn't have enough time to.
Gotcha.
Okay, so.
All right, really quick, we just have the procurement stuff really quick. So I guess if we want to, since we're talking about the band, if we want to just move to FY 2024 RQ3-79.
Yep.
79?
That's this one here. This one is about the
I'm going by that, okay.
gala airfare, the round trip tickets for the 7 members. And it's from Brisbane to Guam on October 31st. Sorry, that's October.
Brisbane is down?
Australia,
Yeah,
Australia.
but where?
so we
I
have to
don't
pay for
know.
their hotel too, though, right?
You're
Yeah.
on the East Coast.
So from Brisbane to Guam, from October 31st to November 3rd, 3 quotes were obtained. The lowest quote goes to Philippine Airline, totaling $72,2406 for the for the airfare.
72?
Yes. So I checked.
But in the other one,
I thought you
in
said
there it
79.
says 6,811.
You said 79.
Juju.
Jeju Jin Air,
Jin Air,
6811.
6,811.
Let me just look at that really quick.
Wait a second.
Maybe self-transfer, maybe that was the hang-up.
79 is the airlines, the Philippine Airlines. Oh, I see, there's 3 quotes. Jin Air, what's that?
It's a Korean airline.
It seems like that is the cheaper one. Okay, so then that is the one. Sorry. Why does she highlight this one?
Okay,
Yeah,
so.
can you just call her? And then maybe we'll move on then, and we'll just call her. Okay, so FY 2024 RQ3 75. which is for engineering.
What, we're skipping,
Don't we have to vote on this?
we're skipping the airline?
We're gonna call her. I just want to
Regarding-
make sure.
Yes, we go with the cheapest.
Yes, but I just want to make sure that there wasn't a problem with this one.
Something about transfer, there might be.
So what do you want now, 75?
We're gonna do 75.
Okay. Which
So-
is,
75 is for the engineering department. It's equipment necessary for the restoration of a wireless studio transmitter link via alternative wireless technologies. 3 bids have been obtained, and the lowest bid goes to B&H Photo.
continued on
Online.
page 2.
So this is actually, okay, so we got a grant, so when we had the typhoon, FEMA had gave us funding for the microwave, to replace the microwave at the transmitter site. The microwave funding was 20-some thousand. It's gonna end up costing us, the problem is we cannot find, it's such old technology, we cannot really find equipment that's affordable within the budget that they gave us that will talk to our transmitter. So John found this other equipment that would cost $2,900 as opposed to $20,000. So basically, we're gonna forfeit the FEMA funding and say, no, we don't want the microwave anymore because 1, it's old technology. 2, we need a pole climber to get up the freaking thing and install it, which will take, it's gonna be expensive. And we just spend $3,000 and have
So
the
we're
same.
going with B&H.
So we're just gonna buy it ourselves. It's
Okay.
a newer technology. It's gonna work just as fine, if not better, and forego the FEMA grant.
And what is it exactly, what is this for?
So basically, it works the same as the microwave,
microwave.
but it's not a microwave. It's a new,
Studio transmitter.
it's like a wireless transmitter.
Links here with Barragata.
So you know the giant tower we have? It's installed in the middle of the tower, and it speaks to this
Okay.
tower. They talk to each other. So we're just gonna get a transmitter instead of microwave, which is old technology.
Okay.
So it's 296954, and the lowest bid goes to B&H Photo Online.
Okay,
Okay,
so you need us to make
okay.
okay, so I would like to make
Motion.
a motion to allow,
B&H.
to allow Ina, the director, to purchase a wireless studio transmitter in the amount of $2,969.54 from BHA Photo Online. This is regarding fiscal year 2024 RQ 375 requisition.
I second.
Okay. And then maybe we can go back.
All in favor, say aye.
Oh, sorry.
Aye.
Getting ahead of myself.
Okay.
I isn't in a rush.
Yes.
It's 2 o'clock.
I know it's late. Okay, we're gonna
Yeah.
go back to the talent fee regarding the
Yes.
the entertainment. This is Anna from development.
Hi.
This is our board.
Anna, can you please state your full name?
Anna Vuki.
So the question we had was, okay, so
So the
is the
lowest,
lowest?
bid is going through Janair, and they self-transfer, or they're flying out of Jetstar, flying out of Brisbane on Jetstar, and then they transfer to Janair to come to Guam. It is a cheaper flight, but because of the time constraint, they're only going to be here for 4 days. They land on the 2nd, which is the day of the
Gala.
event, so they won't be able to
Practice. Yeah.
they won't be able to get enough rest
Yeah.
because the flight is very like choppy.
One after the other.
And then when they leave, they're gonna have to spend an additional day in Korea. So the Philippine Airlines
Okay.
is the most seamless travel option
Okay.
for all
Okay.
7 of them.
Okay, thank you.
okay, that's why. That's good.
So, so then we should go with the Korean airline.
No,
No, the Philippine
Airlines.
I mean, the
Philippine,
Philippine,
yeah.
Philippine Airlines.
Okay.
And that's because we save in hotel or?
No, she explained.
It's
The
just
most
a direct.
convenient.
Yeah.
Most convenient.
They have to change airlines in Korea. They'd have to change airlines, which means they'd have to recheck their bags. And I'm hoping that like they're gonna have some excess baggage, right? So it'll probably be double the fees. Probably it's gonna be the cheaper.
Can't
Okay.
rest.
And
They
the
will
time,
arrive.
yeah, they'll arrive here the day of the gala. We still need a sound check,
Impossible.
and we need them to rest. Yeah.
With the Philippine Airlines, they arrived here before?
The night before,
Okay.
Like
And
late
is
at night.
straight?
Okay.
Is it straight?
it's Brisbane. I don't know if they go Brisbane to Auckland or something. I don't know.
It's Brisbane. So if we go with the Philippine Airlines, they fly from Brisbane to Manila, and then they lay over in Manila, and then they take the Manila flight.
Oh,
to
so they lay over there. Yeah,
Philippine
okay.
Airlines, yeah.
They
Okay.
change planes or in the same plane?
They change planes when they get to Manila, but it's the same airline all the way through, so they can
Okay.
check their bags.
Okay, may I make a proposal that we accept the bid from Philippine Airlines for the transportation of the band members, FY 2024 RQ 379 for $7,229.06.
24.
24, sorry.
Okay, second?
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
There you go.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Anna.
Okay,
Thank you.
next.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead and take that and then write it on. Take that.
Next is, if we can go down to FY 2024-RQ 382.
Okay.
This is for, so our OB trailer is just about done, and we're already working on the shipping. So we need to get it shipped from our vendor's door to the Port of LA, to the Port of Guam, and then here. And so we were able to get 3 quotes, and request for bids from 3 different companies. The lowest bid will go to DHX in the amount of $20,376.
What?
So
What?
I know it doesn't look like that, but let me.
It's 11,000?
Hang on.
Yes, let me explain. So from Matson, they will only take it from LA to Guam. So they are not picking it up at the vendor's door. So that is not an option because it's not complete.
So the non-applicable means that they don't provide the vendors to...
Says no
And insurance. So we
Insurance.
want to make sure it's insured as well.
Oh.
So they don't provide the insurance, and we must get it to LA, and they're in Oklahoma.
So the only option is DHX?
The other one was approved forwarders, which was a little bit cheaper, but they only offer insurance up to $500, which is not acceptable because it's $100,000 of
I'm really
equipment.
big on insurance for everything.
Yes, and it's a 16 by 20 piece of equipment, 16 by 10.
DHS.
So DHS is the option. It's the vendor that can provide the full service that we're most reliable full service, right? Which is door to door and insurance.
I go for that.
That's why we're selecting them.
Wait a minute, I have a question here.
Okay.
It says, the name of the person of DHS, Anita Williams. I hope that's not Anita, because her name is Anita Williams.
Who?
The president of the University
Lawyer.
of Guam.
No, that's Enriquez.
Enriquez.
Well, now, but she's Anita Williams Enriquez, no?
Oh, I don't
The
know.
lawyer is her
I
daughter.
think she's working for DHX.
Vanessa is her daughter, the lawyer.
Borja
Okay,
Williams.
okay, so no, I remember.
Yeah.
All right, so,
We can check.
Anita Williams is the project cargo supervisor.
all right.
No. Vanessa
Maybe
Williams,
it's
her daughter.
the-
She's from
know
Rancho
her first
Dominguez,
husband.
California.
Okay, so it's,
That's not her.
Okay, it's a different one.
there's Anita Enriquez.
Okay, I'll make
is
this
the
motion.
second husband.
Okay.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, ready.
FY
Oh, okay, I didn't know
2024.
that.
Wait a minute, Borja is here.
She's making a motion.
I move that we, for FY 2024 RQ3, number 82, that we approve the quotation from DHX for the shipment of the trailer and insurance, everything complete from door to door, for $20,376.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. And our last one is FY 2024-65, which is not a 3-quote, but just a requisition. It's for the additional equipment need to outfit the OB trailer, totaling $35.25, in additional charges from Ally Broadcast. and it's a, yes. So basically, the vendor that's building out our trailer, we needed some add-ons so that it could be, some of the things that they're installing would be compatible with the equipment that we had. And so it's a difference of $3,525. And this one here, so it's not necessary to do the 3 quotes because they're our current vendor, so we're just amending.
Okay.
There's an
Additional costs.
amending the purchase order, so it's an additional cost of $3,525. So seeking board approval.
What we needed is already,
Yeah, they're building it. We wanted the extra things to be compatible with the things that we have, and so.
Okay, I make a motion that we approve FY 2024-65 for Allied Broadcast for materials and supplies for our van, right?
to add to our trailer.
Yeah.
Can I have one question?
3,600, is it 6 or 500?
$35.25.
$525.
3,520.
What is research and implementation of custom power solution? Is that not?
We just told them what we have, and they had to, Sean? So basically, we gave them,
It was the way we implemented power on the van was something unique to us. It's not something readily available on the base unit. So it required a deal of research on their part to see how they could implement it for us. It's a fully custom solution.
Okay, so you could get AC power into the trailer?
Specifically, yes. Specifically, separate power inlets for both our air conditioning and the equipment power.
Gotcha. Got to separate those.
thank God, Sean.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
okay, so we're done.
Rosemary.
Rosemary.
I gotta go.
Okay, so we don't have a second session, right?
Nope.
Any announcement?
Next meeting?
That's your,
I have,
go ahead. Finish the,
Next meeting, I don't think we have any. Ina, do you have any announcements that you haven't announced?
No.
We've had some pretty good announcements today.
you do?
We had
Too
already.
many.
too many, yeah. This was like
Okay,
overwhelming.
next board meeting?
24, and then if not, the 31st?
November 24, 31st is a backup.
November?
No, October.
I'm sorry, October.
October 20, oh, I may not be here.
So the
The only
24th?
thing is the sound.
24th or
Got to
31st?
travel already.
I always say do it 1 month, in case something happens.
Okay, no, October 24 is okay. I was
Okay,
thinking,
I'll be off island, but maybe I can.
Zoom? Okay.
same
You'll be
time,
on
right?
Friday.
October 24 looks good with the 31st as the backup.
Okay.
Okay, anything else? Anybody?
24, backup 31, okay.
Okay,
10/24. Oh, Halloween. 10/31 back
no,
up.
no, let's meet.
So
in
let's do the
October.
31st and everybody use their costume.
I hate costumes.
That would be nice.
Okay, so we're clear, 24th with the 31st as the backup.
Yes.
All right, motion to adjourn?
Motion?
Okay, I move that we adjourn.
Second.
All in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much.
That was a
Time, sir?
crazy.
Time is 2:21.
Wow.
Who's the motion?
We should get paid overtime.
Maria?
That's okay, it's okay. At least now,
And,
everybody was
Rose
happy when it came to the finances.
Okay, I'm just saving this and the rest I'm gonna leave here.